We back in this bitch, episode 165, Yinzertainment podcast. It's hockey season. We're back with a whole new fucking outlook on things. It's a beautiful day to be alive. I think Ronald Reagan said that first and foremost. For the first time ever, we are live on YouTube while we record the podcast. So shout out around the 412, specifically Smitty over there for teaching me how the fuck to do this because I'm too incompetent.
There you go.
There we go. Big Word Tuesday over here on the Yinzertainment podcast. It's January 19th, 2021, which still sounds weird to say. 26 years on this earth, and every time the year changes, it takes me 3 months to adjust. It's kind of just fucked up. Yeah, it's the way she goes.
At this point, it doesn't even matter to me what year we're in.
True. Are you drinking a diet soda, Grury?
No, I'm not a fucking psycho. It's a vanilla Coke.
Dude, no way. I'm having cherry Coke.
I thought that was a caffeine-free Diet Coke, the gold can.
Skinny vanilla.
Even better yet. Oh, I should probably tweet out the link that we're live on the YouTube. Talk amongst yourselves, dude, while I tweet this out.
Or, serious question for you. Do I get a 2016 or a 2017 signed puck Stanley Cup edition? And then for either year there's Fleury and there's Murray. I'm thinking going Fleury, but I don't know what year.
I mean, you can't go wrong either one.
I know. Part of me also kind of says, fuck it, I should get both.
Yeah, you should probably just get both.
Right? Like, I was already looking at, like, getting a case for them.
Yeah, that would be sick. I'm still salty about Matt Murray.
Yeah, I mean, Casey comes back.
Yeah, I was able to catch the majority of the third period of the first game on the airplane.
Yeah, so fucking let's dive into this here.
That was probably the worst period to catch.
Yeah.
Hockey season, Penguins hockey started. What day was that? Fucking Thursday last week? Wednesday? Okay. Opened it up against the fucking shitty crosstown rival, the Philadelphia Flyers. This whole back-to-back game against the same team thing, I can't quite figure out how I feel about it, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know if it does us any justice, really.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird, but I get why they're doing it. Because I guess they have to play X amount of games, and then...
Right, yeah.
And then
I mean, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
But, like, if we're going to go on a cold streak to open the season, now we got to do it against the same team twice in a row, 2 days in a fucking row. It sucks, man. Drop both to the Flyers.
But I guess... Aren't there times where they do this with the Flyers, though, where they'll play them, like, 3 or 4 days apart or whatever? Or in the same week twice?
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like that's very different, though. Because, like, I remember them getting shut out one game and then them, shutting down, like, the Flyers the next game.
Yeah, that'd be decent if that were the case this time. But starting off giving up more than 5 goals in both games.
It just sucks having to come out against your fucking, like, your biggest rival.
Yeah.
Right out the gate. 2 games in a row, and then your second biggest rival, arguably.
Yeah.
No, after in the fucking Capitals, dude.
I agree. And then I will also feel like the Penguins are in one of the toughest divisions.
Like, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, all those teams in there are fucking incredible.
Yeah. But dude, listen, I'm just happy hockey season's back. I didn't watch much last year, like I've told you guys. So I've made it a point this year that I'm gonna watch as many fucking Penguins games as I can, and Blackhawks games too. We're in Chicago, so it's like we see a lot of Hawks games, and that's the issue. Is these Penguins games not on TV for us unless you guys got the streaming thing. But
yeah, I got the NHL pass, baby.
Oh, fucking right. Hell
And-
yeah. Yeah,
and-
I was using crack streams like a fucking pud, and it's not the same.
Yeah.
You know, I just wish we would get them on TV. Fucking stinks out loud. But
Well, I know you probably won't do this because I think it's expensive, and I would.
Jay's TV, I'm just gonna get it. I'm just gonna do it probably.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't say, but if you don't want to do that, I know you can pay to watch like every single Penguins game, like through the NHL thing.
Yeah.
That'll
I'm gonna
probably
pay just to watch the Penguins games. I might as well just stream it for free and fucking suck it up.
and that's my thing. Like, I'm 100 out of 100 times gonna watch Penguins, but there might be a few games where I'm like, oh, I was like, you know what? That sounds kind of like a sweet matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Jay's TV, I wouldn't even get it for the hockey, really. I'd probably just get it for the porn channels. It's premium porn at a discounted price, baby. That's what I'm all about. That's what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
I mean, you're already used to all the Canadian commercials from when you come over for the Steelers games.
Yeah, no shit.
It's just
Well,
it's just a continuation.
All the Canadian phone commercials and shit. Weird.
And I always forget too that we're not watching it on like American TV. Then I'll be like, "Oh, yo, what is that?" I was like, "Where the fuck is this place?"
I'm not paying attention. I'm like, man, there's a lot of companies out there I haven't heard of.
Right? Like,
This is
wow.
crazy. Like, where the fuck have I been hiding under a rock?
Like, wow, fucking corporate America.
Hilarious. Let's get into some of this hockey though. Like I said, I watched most of game 1 here against the Flyers.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of disgusting how little of the players' names I know. You know, at this point, like I said, I didn't watch last year. I didn't pay attention much the year before that. Honestly, the most knowledge I had on Penguins hockey was probably back in like 2012 when we were playing the video game every day, Michael. So I'm like, yeah, I know Crosby and Malkin and Gensel, but past that, I'm like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, like they had the same.
Yeah, well, first goal was scored by Jankowski, fucking Stevie Janowski from high school. And who would have thought he'd be the first to open up scoring for the Penguins?
Dude, and then Crosby had a sick fucking backhanded goal.
That was so nasty.
That was just like Sidney Crosby in the like I was like, yep, that's a Sidney goal. Expect nothing less.
And I like how he came out so early in the season to make the statement that he is still, in fact, the same Sid the Kid that he's always been. That was one of the more athletic things I've ever seen in my life, arguably.
Yeah.
Just turn around.
He literally just fucking turned around and like stuck his fucking knob out.
Fucking
Like he was at the stripper club or something. Anyways, I don't know, man. I don't know much about hockey to begin with. I know the rules, obviously, but it's like line changes and the different lines. I'm just like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
It's something I'm trying to pick up on this year, I guess.
I'm with you 100% on that. We're like, I'm not gonna say I'm like a hockey snob where I know all these things. I love watching, but I'm definitely like a true fan, not like where I played hockey or I know all these technical terms. But from what I understood, listening to the commentators, third line's been pretty good.
Yeah, well, what's it all worth when you fucking give up 3 goals in the third period to lose your first game against the Flyers?
You know what? Yeah, and maybe pulling out our goalie one, with that much time left was maybe a little too early. Because then, dude, they shut us down real quick, and I was like, all right, well, this game's over.
Yeah, you give up 6 goals in a game, it's tough to win.
Yeah, I mean, it's like baseball, right? You score 1 run every inning, you're pretty much bound to win unless you really fuck up royally. Same with hockey, dude. You score like 5 or more goals, you should really be walking out of there with the victory, in my mind.
And I saw just from a gambling standpoint that like the over was at 5.5 every game it opened up at, and I kept going, man, I should just took the fucking over every time.
You won't see them open at anything besides 5 or 6.5.
No, I thought it was strictly 5.5. Did you see a 6.5?
Oh yeah, about half and half yesterday. 5.5 and 6.
Oh really? I wasn't even aware of that. That's
Yeah.
much hockey I bet on.
Every spread is -1.5.
Yeah, which is so tough to bet on. One
I mean-
1.5 in hockey, especially if it's like a close game at the end and the other team pulls their goalie, you're bound to get an easy goal at the end if you're up.
Yeah, which of course I didn't hit it. I parlayed it with something else, but it's like Blackhawks at Lightning game 1 of the season. Yeah, I hammered Tampa Bay minus 2.5 alternate spread.
Oh shit, yeah. Did you hit?
No, it was partly with something else.
I haven't won a single bet in probably a month and a half. So actually, hey, what was the final score of the Chelsea Leicester game or whatever?
Chelsea Leicester. Oh,
I'm pretty sure
2-0. Fuck.
Yeah.
I had 2-1. Missed that one. And that is the last of the money in my FanDuel account.
dude, I will say the Green Bay Packers made me some money this weekend.
I keep trying to bet on the fucking player touchdowns, and I haven't been right.
Yeah, I took Robert Tonyan to score one. He didn't. I took Adams to score 2. He didn't. But I also did take him on a single. I took Aaron Rodgers to throw over 257. I took the spread and the over on a parlay.
Actually, I do have a parlay going for hockey tonight.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All of the games that had the 5.5 over under.
Okay.
I hammered the over.
Hammer? All right.
It's just a little.
Hey, you know what? That's at least some kind of search because sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing in there.
I literally just pick a team.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, that's fair. Hey, I mean, puck drops in about 27 minutes. So let's see if they get that second dub,
Yeah, I'm not going to touch it. I admittedly bet against the Penguins the first game against the Capitals.
Idiot.
Well, technically I didn't. Technically I bet that the Capitals would win after 60 minutes.
And
they did not.
Yeah, so I know it's early. There's only been 3 games, but the trend is the same in these first 3 games as the last 3 seasons. Terrible team on the road.
Dude, well, it doesn't
matter who they're playing. They're trash on the road, even though it's only across the state.
Yeah, we saw Jerry get benched, rightfully so.
Jerry?
Maybe he'll come back stronger. It was nice to see Casey Smith in there. I thought he had been playing pretty well. And then especially going from Flyers to Capitals, like we said, that's no easy task.
Yeah,
definitely offensive heavy teams.
Had to mute the live stream. That's what I was fucking hearing, dude. I could hear us talking on a 30-second delay through the speakers of the fucking computer. Thought I was going crazy, dude.
Yeah, I was saying how, they're trash on the road.
Hasn't that kind of been the case though? Is that new?
No, it's been that way. I mean, since we've podcasted, that's why I made a lot of money last year.
That's right. Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, they're going to St. Louis on the road. Yep, Blues minus 1.5, done.
Yeah, it's a good strategy.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've seen them play in person on the road, they've lost too.
It's unfortunate.
We saw them lose like 10-0 at the Blackhawks Stadium.
Yeah.
I saw them lose 4-0. I thought that was bad.
We technically were there for it. I don't think I saw much of anything. I was a little topsy-turvy, if you know what I mean. For lack of better words. Dude, we got to talk power play, though. It's like the one thing I really noticed and picked up on in the first game, and the little bit that I did watch of the first game against the Capitals, too. Our power play just sucks, and I know it has in recent years, but we are getting straight up torched on the power play. We can't stop shit. Our defenders are blocking our own goalies. No vision from the goaltender. No wonder Jerry's giving up 6 goals because he's got defenders standing in front of his fucking face.
Shout out to him. He just got engaged on Christmas.
Jerry? Yeah. He also got demoted pretty much recently. So
yeah, he got pulled out. Keith's
yeah,
doing a pretty good job.
Hey, wouldn't it be really neat if we had a goaltender who's pretty good, like Marc-Andre Fleury or something? Just imagine,
or imagine keeping Tristan Jerry and giving up Matt Murray. I don't know.
Yeah, Stanley Cup winning goalie or Tristan? I'm just going to call him Tristan.
Let's call him Triscuits because he crumbles.
Wow. Somebody write that down. That's a fucking hell of a tagline, bud. I mean, it sucks that it's a negative comment against a Penguins player, but that's a hell of a fucking little deal. Love that. So yeah, and not to mention on the flip side of that, our own power play, we're not scoring goals, dude. Like not even close.
Too many penalties too.
Gore, do you happen to have the stats up over on that end there? Or no? Your computer's broken.
Percentage is 15th in the league.
It's actually not bad. Middle of the road. I strive for averageness. I've lived my whole life by that motto, so I'll take it.
So yeah, our power play is 15th in the league. Our penalty kill is 18th in the league. But the Capitals' penalty kill is 2nd in the league, and they're 6th in power play percentage.
Whose is that? I'm sorry, Capitals?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me look at who we got tonight in like 20 minutes here. Capitals again. Yep, that's right. The shitty.
Yeah, then we play Rangers Friday, Sunday.
Dude, their schedule out the gate is just not easy.
We got Rangers and we got Bruins and we got Rangers again.
Not that I think necessarily that the Rangers are anything like to worry about, but they're a good squad. They're year in, year out, usually a good squad. The Bruins are always a good squad.
They got the old Capitals coach too.
Yikes, dude. It's gonna be a bleak February and end of January for the Penguins. I have a strong feeling.
They're literally tied for last in their division.
Yeah, well, I mean,
last.
after 3 games, what's that really worth? But
I don't know. It's like the New Jersey Devils and the Sabres, and like those teams are ahead of them. It's kind of gross.
Yeah, but
it's kind of gross. You know what it is, dude? And I think it's just a Pittsburgh thing across the board. Just like we're average compared to where we normally would stand across all sports.
Yeah, but I guess even with this, like we're 3 games in, like we said, right?
Yeah,
it's not ideal that we lost the first 2, but it could be worse, right? We could be 0-3.
After the Steelers season, I would be pleased if they started 0-12 and then got hot, instead of going vice versa.
Yeah, well, listen,
or 11-0 and then shitting the fuck.
There's a shortened schedule this year, so we can't really afford to be going 0-12 off the jump because that's like 20% of all the games. So
there's still 80% left to win. Well, pretty much what I'm saying is I'd rather start slow than come out the gates ablazing.
I agree.
Well, to counterpoint that, I would rather come out the fucking shoots, whatever, blazing hot and just stay blazing hot the entire year. Let's just keep it going. I know it's not realistic, but in a perfect world, that's what we would.
That would never happen.
Don't say never, dude. Never say never.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, not looking good as far as capitalizing on mistakes so far for the first 3 games. It's just like, when watching against the Capitals, if we turn the puck over, the Capitals made us pay for it. They would get a shot on net. They would push, their zone and fucking do something with it. It's like, even if we're lucky enough to get a turnover, we're just then not doing anything with it. So it's like, I don't know. I don't want to pretend like I have or know any answers because I don't.
Yeah.
But something's got to give. First win, though, last game against Capitals, which is nice. I mean, would have been nice to get it in regulation, but hey, get the point for the tie and then the extra one for the dub. Went to a shootout, right? I didn't even catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Who scored?
Yeah, Jake Gensel is the one that won it.
Gensel? That dude's a baller. He's so young, too.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, the Penguins were 0 for 5 on the power play that game.
And what about the game before that? Probably more of the same. I don't think they've got 1 power play goal.
They were 1 for 5.
I take it back.
Power play goal by Sidney Crosby, assisted by Gensel and Rust. But the first game, they were 1 for 3.
Nice. What's up with Malkin? I haven't paid much attention to what he's done so far, but it sounds like he's just off to a hot doo-doo start. I mean, of course you're gonna assume Malkin's gonna be Malkin, but it just sounds like Malkin's not Malkin yet. Could be Rust, could be not Brian, but could be whatever. So who knows? But if we're gonna win games, we need Crosby, Malkin, Gensel, and the veteran dudes to be able to click and make something of it with these young dudes. Pause. But I mean, we still got defensive veterans. We got fucking
still got your boy
Letang. Dumoulin's there still, right? Is he even defender? I don't know, but he's still there.
Crosby.
So it's like
we just got Mike Matheson from the Florida Panthers.
That's true. And we got this.
Yeah, he's an upgrade to Jack Johnson from last year.
Yeah, no shit. Anything was an upgrade to Jack Johnson from last year. My fucking. Never mind. It's not
John. Yeah, like I don't know much about these guys, but like John Marino and Jason Zucker, Teddy Beluga, and Jared McCann. I
veteran
think
dudes.
They're supposed to be pretty decent or step up for us.
Tell me about this young dude that we've acquired. This young stud that recently just got his visa, so he just showed up.
Oh yeah, the guy that's been quarantined in his hotel.
Yeah, what's his name?
No,
Caperini or something.
No, it's like Casperton or
Kaepernick.
I always want to say Darius Kasperitis, but it's not Kasperitis.
That sounds like a fucking illness. Oh, speaking of, by the way, boys, I'm COVID free. Got tested yesterday. Got that rapid result, son. Negative.
Did you have COVID?
There was a chance I had it. I thought I had it because I had a fever for 2 days and the chills. And dude.
I just thought that's how you get it there. You eat at a buffet.
Well, that's why I waited so long to go get tested, because I was like, this could just be the chili I ate 2 nights ago, the 5 pounds of chili, or I could actually be sick. We'll have to wait and see. So we waited it out. And turns out I had 100-degree fever for 2 days. And, dude, just the worst body aches. The worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Fuck's you doing? And
I'm glad you're all good.
Yeah, so my brother, I told Michael, is moving in 2 weeks. So
Tennessee?
Yeah. So this weekend we're getting together at my parents' and he's like, yo, you gotta go get a COVID test before you come over. I was like, fair.
Damn. Yo, I got 2 shirts for you, by the way. 2 Penguin shirts.
Yeah, shout out you.
I was like, I know I have 2 shirts for you, but I couldn't find them to save my life, and I realized I had them hanging.
Yeah, I was never gonna acquire a Penguin shirt on my own, just like all of my Pittsburgh Pirates shirts and Steelers gear. They're acquired through you two. So
yeah, we got you, dude.
Good looking out on you. This is literally Alex's shirt. This hat is the only thing that's actually mine, and I didn't even buy it. My girlfriend's aunt bought it for me. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, for what it's worth, Kasperitis used to be a defenseman for the Penguins. He was sick. I think he was actually around the 4-2 had him on.
Wait, hold on. So do we know who this new guy that's been quarantined is?
I'm gonna have to try to pull up a roster here. Let's see. I don't even know what fucking position he is. Kapanen. Kasperi Kapanen.
Mm-hmm.
Kasperi. What's happening?
Kasperi.
I remember them talking about this dude in the offseason for sure. Heck of a mustache, nice salad on top. That's what really matters most. Born in Finland, 1996, young blood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He played 69 games last year and had 13 goals and 23 assists.
And he's only 24.
Yeah. So apparently he's supposed to be pretty fucking good, and I don't know when he's eligible to even play. So we're going to wait and see. We're going to wait this one out. We're football guys. We're not hockey guys. We're trying, So puck drops here in a minute. Capitals, 6 o'clock Central Time.
Yo, I'm just headline grabbing. He said it's like trying to jump on a moving train now that he's able to join the Penguins.
Huh. Ask him if he's ever tried to actually jump on a moving train. It's pretty easy, dude. Okay.
Well, he skated at Price for the first time one day ago.
Fair enough. Okay, so this game tonight, obviously not favorite. Oh, we are favorites. How about that? We must be at home then. Here's the outlook. Capitals are scoring 3.67 goals a game. Penguins 2.67.
So take the over.
We're giving up almost 5 goals a game. Meanwhile, Capitals are giving up almost 3. We are getting shots up, though. 31 shots to the Capitals, 24 per game. And only giving up 23 compared to the 28 the Capitals got. So less than penalty minutes. We have the same amount of power play goals, believe it or not, at 2. Our percentage is much less than theirs, half to be exact. And their penalty kill, here's the number that really stands out. 92% penalty kill percentage to our 69. So if I were a betting man, which I am, we're looking at the Capitals to win this one.
If I had to guess, the correct score would probably be like 5-2.
Opens FanDuel app now.
I'll put a little skin in the game too.
I'm out of money in my FanDuel, and I really don't trust myself to be adding more. So we're gonna avoid it.
That's $10, and then you can make about 50 tonight. You bet it all on Penguins.
Against the Penguins.
No, if you bet $10 on them to win, you'll win 7.
No, but you gotta get creative and parlay it.
Okay, well that's where it all goes to shit when I try to do that. Because
are you the type of person that you're like, you know what? I'm just getting creative on every bet I'm gonna do.
Every bet that I place is at least a 3-person or team parlay. Always.
Respect.
Was it their second game against the Flyers? On FanDuel, they had the Pat McAfee boost of Crosby.
I hit on that one. That was the last bet I won. And I thought it said first goal scorer. So I only put $5 on it. Had I known it was anytime scorer, I would have been a wealthy man.
Yeah, I put 50 on it because that was the max bet. And then pew, pew, pew.
That was a pretty nice payout then, huh?
Nice.
About 100.
It was like 77 or something.
See, I would never do that. 50 to win 77, that's not worth it to me.
And that's why you haven't won in a month.
Yeah, I guess so.
Dang. It's over under 6.5.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
And the overs plus 100.
I that's what I was looking at. That scares me.
Yo, 50 on the overs. Who says no? Bet. Literally, bet.
It's probably gonna be like a 3-2 game then.
Yeah. Yep. That's how that fucking always goes.
Correct score including overtime.
That'd be tough.
Capitals 4-3. No, that's
what happened last game. Is the Penguins won 4-3 in overtime.
How can correct score including overtime / shootout, Capitals 3-0? How can you do that? Why would that go to overtime?
I have no idea.
So weird. But
So
what's cool
weird.
is you can do like both teams to score and then like parlay it within the same game. So just Pittsburgh Penguins and yes, both teams to score plus 130.
Pretty good.
Wait, so what do you do? Both teams score on what else?
No, it's like if you click on the game and then go to score props, it's a parlay built in.
Oh, nice.
Oh, built-in parlay, dude? Fucking right.
So if we think the game's going to be 0-0, that's plus 10,000.
Dude, Imagine that it just goes 0-0. That'd be unreal.
$5 win 500.
I don't think there's a single person watching us live, so that's good.
No, I know Vanessa was because she texted me saying you don't even look at the camera.
She's not wrong, actually, now that she mentions it.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at you guys. I can't. I look at the camera. I'm looking off the screen.
Yeah. That's hilarious. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Try to end this on a timely manner so we can go catch some of this fucking game, hopefully.
Yeah.
And with that being said, surprise, motherfuckers. You thought we were done talking about football. Not even fucking close. It's hockey season, sure, but there's Steelers football to be talked about.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear this.
Well, there's just a lot going on here in the offseason already.
I know. That's why I can't wait to hear this.
A lot of rumblings, a lot of bumblings, a lot of fucking murmuring. People are starting to murmur.
Well, what do you guys think about Chase Claypool's comments?
Are you talking about the Browns? I think Kevin Adams summarized it pretty well on Twitter. I will stand by this till the day I die, I think. When you're winning, talk all the shit you want. Talk that talk. But once you've lost, stop talking. That's it. You lost. There's no more talking to be done.
I agree.
He's a rookie, dude. He's a young guy. He'll figure it out. That shit is probably going to happen from time to time. So I just hope he figures that shit out quick.
Yeah, no, I agree. You know, it's one of those things that, look, I'm staying quiet myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out. Got nothing to say.
Yeah, like, I mean, I know he's not as much of a household name as Juju, but it's like that's the shit that puts a target on your back, not fucking dancing.
Yeah. Right. Dance how you want. But you start talking shit about me and my squad, it's fucking on site.
You guys see this? First period, both teams to score. Plus 158.
Ooh. Like a Tapia trying to get his bets in last minute.
Already got like 3 in. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Young dude. Hey, he made the all-rookie team. Like, he balled out this year, but how you conduct yourself off the field and the words you say, they absolutely matter. So try to cut that shit out. Although, like you say, Alex, you try to stay quiet yourself. I've been trying to lay low the same way, but I did have some words after the Browns lost this past game. I had to get the quick jab in on Twitter quick. Harmless. I said, yo, your ride has arrived. It's a Corvette. I said, hop in, Corvette, bitch. So had to get the jab.
I want to get to that. Shout out, Go Blue. Fucking Chad Henne, baby. Fucking it was a great day for former Michigan quarterbacks.
Yeah, true. That, you know what? When Mahomes went down, I was like, fuck, dude. Henne? Really? They're fucked. Now the Browns are going to win. Now we're going to have to hear about it until the end of fucking time. But no.
Dude.
That dude didn't drop the ball at the one.
The cojones that Chad Henne had to fucking run the way he did to get that first out, and then the cojones Andy Reid had to fucking call that play. I was going crazy here. Like, watch. I was like, holy shit. I was freaking out. Dude,
well, that's the thing, right?
You would have thought the Steelers did it the way I reacted.
People start comparing. And you say, okay, Andy Reid had the balls to have what's his first name? Chad? Or is that some dude from
Chad Henne?
Chad? Had the balls to have Chad Henne on fourth down in the most crucial moment of your season, honestly. Go for it on fourth down and convert. Meanwhile, the Steelers on fourth down decide to punt it when it's like 4th and 1 and you're in your opponent's territory and you're down 14. So it's like that's the difference, dude, between winning teams and losing teams.
I disagree with you because I don't think I can't compare us to the Chiefs because the Chiefs are so fucking offensive heavy, right? Like
it's a matter of just trusting the personnel that you have. And
no, fuck that. No, I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. Because they can actually call fucking plays and we can't.
Well, that's the underlying issue of it, right? Is the coaching in those scenarios sucks. So,
because I trust in our offense, I don't trust in our play calling.
Well, right. Which
I don't know how we don't fucking hire McGrory to just fucking call plays. And I'm not, you know what? And I'm not even making a joke because I truly feel that Grower could go head to head against Fichtner.
Dude, he's been creating plays for the Falcons since he was 12. Of course he can.
Zachary. Ed fucking Zachary.
Speaking of the coaching, though, dude, listen, a lot of changes have happened since we've last spoke.
Yeah, okay.
We all got our wish. Fichtner, out of here. Dunzo, contract non-renewed. See you later, bud. Catch ya. Never.
Great choice of words. Because the Steelers don't fire their assistant coaches, right? We just don't renew their contracts.
Facts.
I think you should say the same about any coach that gets let go, which was a huge controversy, actually. I don't know if you saw it, because Anthony Lynn, the black head coach of the Chargers, they said he was fired, and then all the other white coaches, they said their contracts were non-renewed. It's whatever. We're not going to get into it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, coaching changes. Fichtner, he's fucking out. Matt Canada promoted to the OC.
Is that official?
Official. I'm pretty sure.
Did they announce it?
Thought they did. No.
I know. I'm asking because I thought it was only a rumor.
Oh no, it's a done deal. I'm pretty sure. So,
but you don't sound confident. You told me 100%.
Listen, you got a Google machine in your hand. Fucking.
I know. That's what I'm doing right now. Because you can't tell me whether he did get a job or he didn't.
I want to say yes, but dude, once the rumor came out, everyone on Twitter is like,
headline guy?
He's the head coach. He's the coach now. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know when it's actually official. If it is, has it been?
He's a candidate from what I see.
Okay, well, either way.
And there's reports that he could be.
He could be.
So we can't say he is.
So he could be. We'll say.
Yeah, we can't report something if it's not official.
I'm a headline guy, bro. You know that. Well, I report headlines.
All right. So we didn't renew the contracts to Fichtner, our linebackers coach, or our DBs coach,
or our O-line coach, Sean Sarrett. Yeah, they all got. You say, and our tight end coach, James Daniel, retired.
Yeah.
A lot of changes in the personnel, which I'm hoping is for the good.
I'm a little shocked that Fichtner didn't at least maybe get a different job assigned to him, since he's been with us for 14 years. 6
Yeah. He'll probably find a gig somewhere doing something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried, but he's such a close relationship with Tomlin. I'm surprised he didn't stay on in some other kind of form.
Close relationship with Ben Roethlisberger as well, which a lot of people are skeptical of. From what it sounds like, from the murmurs that I've heard, is Matt Canada, if he becomes the OC, if he is the OC, what the fuck ever, he's not much of what they call the players coach. He's a fucking coach. He's gonna coach you and he's gonna be hard on you because he wants you to succeed, type of thing. Whereas Ben just happened to have a great relationship with Fichtner, and it was probably just fucking. It is what it is.
And I saw that was the biggest thing on promoting Fichtner, because him and Todd Haley clashed. Fichtner's his QB coach. Promote him, give Ben somebody he wants, but it sounds like we need to give Ben somebody that we need, not who he wants, right? The big difference in that. Somebody's going to elevate us. Because, look, I think part of us also maybe took Todd Haley for granted a little bit, dude. The guy knows how to run some better schemes than fucking Fichtner did, right? I think the stuff we were lacking offensively, we kind of saw it at Haley. Not saying that Haley would have been our savior, but it almost felt like we went backwards.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it at the time, but now it certainly does, right? And I saw reports that the Steelers are optimistic that Ben's going to return. Obviously, that's not news to us, I don't think. Kind of figured he was going to return for his last year on his contract. But past that point, it gets a little wishy-washy as far as what we do at quarterback. I know we talked last week a lot about it, but there's, a lot of people talking with these mock drafts and shit, do you pick up a quarterback? Do you draft a quarterback? I don't know. We're not going to get Deshaun Watson. That's the reality of it. I just don't see that happening at all, considering the amount of picks we would have to give up for him.
And it would be more than just picks. We'd have to give up.
Yeah.
I think personally, just from what I've read online, I think it sounds like it would either have to be like either Watt or Bush plus picks.
So,
and I do not want to give up either one.
I saw something today. I forget who it was, like PFF or somebody. They put out like the likelihood of each team to acquire Deshaun Watson and who are the picks that would probably be given up to do so. And for the Steelers, it was like a 5 out of 10 chance. And they were saying it would be Stephon Tuitt, and then our first and second round pick this year, and then like a first round pick in 2022, I believe was what it was. And if that's the case, it's like I'm willing to give up draft picks for, a franchise quarterback. But yeah, like you said, dude, if it comes down to like we got to give up TJ Watt for Deshaun Watson, would it work out? Maybe, probably. But we're TJ guys, dude. Like that's our dude.
Oh.
So I don't want to,
And I did see that also with taking Watson. He's only 16 mil against the cap hit.
Is that it?
Which, I mean, dude, that's pretty fucking good compared to Ben's going to get 22 regardless, whether we keep him or we cut him. Right. Minimum. Like, that's so we decide to part ways with him or he decides to retire, he's getting 22. But it's a total of 41 against against the cap right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is a lot of fucking money.
That is a lot of money.
Ty, I don't know if you know much about these guys, but there's a few guys doing mock drafts and whatnot and potential trades, and if you will. But it's like you'd be comfortable giving up draft picks for a franchise quarterback. And yeah, Deshaun's proven he can do that. But I've seen things about the Steelers trading draft picks and moving up to select a quarterback like Kyle Trask or Trey Lance.
So that's what I was seeing a lot today. Actually, shout out around the 412 again. I saw them talking a lot about it. Trask is, I'm not sure where Trask is from, but he's supposed to be
like a South Dakota State or something.
That's this other guy, this fucking, what's his name?
Trey Lance. Then Trask is he's the quarterback of Florida, I believe.
Yes, Florida. Trask is Florida's quarterback. And then there's, I keep wanting to say Lance Lynn, like the pitcher from the Cardinals.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we already have one former Florida.
Casper Kapanen on the ice prior to the during pregame.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, we already have one former Florida quarterback on the Steelers.
Who's that?
He turned into a quarterback.
What?
Joe Hayden.
He turned into a cornerback.
Oh.
He's a former Florida quarterback turned cornerback.
That's crazy. I thought you said turned to quarterback.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
We don't have a quarterback from Florida.
I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what he originally committed to Florida for.
That's hilarious. What were you saying though?
Trask, Trey Lance.
Oh yeah. So this Trey Lance guy he's from North Dakota or South Dakota State or some shit, like some off the beat school, dude. He's supposed to be pretty good. I've never seen him play a lick of football, so I'm not sure what he looks like. But I would much rather give away my picks to take Deshaun Watson, who's proven that he's a great quarterback, over some dude who looks great coming out of college and could end up, there's like a 50-50 shot he ends up being a bust,
Yeah. So are they like comparing him to kind of like Carson Wentz and Josh Allen? Or like it's like these guys that can like throw and they're from, like some like no-name school that nobody really knows about. but
But
there's
it sounds like the
hyper-
dude can move around a little bit. I guess, which is kind of like the Josh Allen type. But
So this ESPN article says that he's the third best quarterback behind Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields.
Wow.
well, that's weird because the mock draft I saw today had 4 quarterbacks straight going for the first 4 picks, and none of them were Lance Lynn.
Lance Lynn. Carl, yeah, he for North Dakota State they went 16-0 in 2019, and he
Yeah, but
didn't
who
throw.
do you play?
And he didn't throw an interception,
Wow, that's
all
actually pretty
season.
impressive.
and he ran 169 times for 1,100 yards and 14 scores. This says too that he won the Walter Payton Award and Jerry Rice Award and was named the most outstanding player of the 2020 NCAA Division I championship game. So it sounds like he's got some decent accolades, but yeah, I'm with you in the sense that it's like, I wish Watson was a little younger, but yeah, you trade for a guy that's proven that he can do something.
Like think about if you take Deshaun Watson, you put him on the Steelers.
That's a Super Bowl, dude, like right there.
They don't have an offensive line.
Technically, him and Ben had similar years. Dude, I think you put him on Steelers, he fucking just shoots up.
The Texans don't have an offensive line either, and he still managed to win however many games he did.
Yeah,
Imagine if
we
you
have,
give him the
fucking-
weapons that are the Steelers
Will Fuller,
receivers.
Brandon Cooks, who didn't do shit this year, who's
Yeah.
a QT or whatever.
No run game. David Johnson did okay, I guess, this year, but prior to that, you had
he wasn't
nothing.
his usual self.
So I don't know. Speaking of run game, dude, a lot of people I see are like, dude, if Najee Harris is available at 24 in the draft, you got to take him.
Well,
No, you don't.
Well, I saw that even before the national change, I saw that he could go to. It was reported that in a mock draft that he could go to the Steelers. He would be a good option.
We just drafted a running back. We have no offensive line. You can't run without a line. We need a line.
Yeah.
If we don't draft, I said it last year, and I stand by it. I stood by it then. I'll stand by it double this year.
Put your foot
We
down.
need, with our first pick, an offensive lineman.
I agree.
We don't have a fucking choice.
Give us Matt Filer.
I don't know. I'm not too high on him. I mean, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
We got dudes, like Zach Banner's going to be back. We got dudes like Dotson. If you could draft a good rookie that could plug and play right away, it's supposedly this dude from Texas, I think, is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
good.
also, I was going to say, and then to cover up the center situation, isn't our backup the former center at Alabama?
I have no idea.
So
I cannot confirm that.
So I think we'd be fine. Maybe the guys just need some more snaps in the NFL.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah. We need to draft somebody, though. And the biggest argument I saw as far as wanting to take Najee Harris is somebody on Twitter was like, look at Saquon Barkley. Look at, these top tier running backs who are on shit teams with shit offensive lines who still eat. They still get 100 yards a game and a touchdown or two. It's yeah, that's fucking awesome. But unless we're winning games, what does that fucking count for? Nothing. The Giants are ass. Saquon Barkley can run for 300 yards a game. Doesn't fucking matter. They're still losing.
Or he can get outrushed by Big Ben with his starting quarterback.
Exactly. So
I was going to say Saquon Barkley and Zeke, 2 top running backs. But once their quarterback's gone, you're not going to do shit.
Christian McCaffrey. I mean, I know he was hurt this year, but
even when his quarterback's out, he still fucking puts up 40 fantasy points.
yeah, and they still lose though, which is to my point. But yeah, so fuck the running back with our first pick. If we're not taking O-line, sure, go quarterback, go nuts. But dude, I think Benny Snell has what it takes to be running back number 1 if James Conner is not going to be here next year. We have Anthony McFarland, who didn't even get a fucking chance at anything this year, who we drafted just last year. Work him out, let him run, see what happens.
Also,
I agree. Well, without
Jalen
the line, those guys are never going to succeed.
Right, exactly. And without an O-line, no running back is going to succeed. So that's all there is to it. But anyway, I put it out on Twitter. I asked the question, and a bunch of people, the resounding response was, yeah, we need O-line, which makes fucking sense.
Yeah. Did you guys already say, isn't Pouncey going to be done?
So he set back up center. Yeah.
Well, now we need a backup to that backup.
Yeah. I just spilled all over myself.
I want you guys to know I go through these same problems every offseason in Madden.
Oh, you're not even phased. You're like, yeah, I figured it out.
I know the stresses of the off-season signings and the cap space and all that good shit.
Roar, what would you do right now if you were in Madden?
If this were your Madden season, what would you do?
Break it down for me. I want to hear this. Entertain me.
I got a lot more available funds, and I got Mike Vick as my quarterback, so it's a little different circumstances.
How much more money do you have?
I got
what
like
are you paying
million.
Mike Vick?
I think like $35 million, but it's his rookie contract. But yeah,
That's his rookie contract.
When I re-sign him, it's going to be like 60.
Jesus, bro.
But I'm willing to do that with 80 overall receivers because the quarterback makes the game go. If you got a mobile quarterback like that and the pocket's collapsing, you just take off.
If you have a quarterback, that's the most important thing on a football team.
Facts.
So, McGray, you love the mobile quarterback. Aren't you high on the Steelers wanting Deshaun Watson? Like, is that a thing for you or no?
No, because the Steelers aren't a mobile quarterback offense and scheme. Like, I know that Ben's, like, they could change, but I don't see it changing. They've ran the same style offense forever. I don't think the Rooneys are very high on mobile quarterbacks.
Some might call it racist.
No, some would actually say that they're not racist. They're a very lovable group.
Yeah. I like to point out the Rooney rule. So
no, that was a joke.
I know.
Over that head, son.
I know.
Anyways.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could take a shot at a guy like Trey Lance or Trask, whatever, which one's mobile, if they're both mobile.
What if we just take both?
That'd be sick. I saw there's like 10 guys that the Steelers should draft, and there was an offensive lineman from North Dakota State. So if we can get him and the quarterback from North Dakota State,
damn,
that would be sick.
Yeah, well, we saw how well that worked out with the whole Mason and James Washington thing. It hasn't. Little different circumstances, I guess, but
yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like it's very different.
I don't know. Like Watson, yeah, he'd be sick. I would not have any problem with that.
Yeah,
but like, would you have to give up, like, to get Lance or Trask? Would you give up more picks for that or for Watson? Like, I wouldn't trade TJ Watt for Deshaun Watson. I'd rather have Mason Rudolph and keep TJ Watt.
Agreed.
Yeah. And because Mason Rudolph showed us this year that he had a little bit more in the tank than the year before, right? Like, he looked way better.
He looked strides better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind taking a shot with Mason. That's
dude. Honestly, you get Dobbs and Mason in the game together.
Yeah, but then who's the backup to the backup when both of them get hurt on the same play? Is that
you keep fucking Hodges on practice squad?
I think Hodges is.
I just saw.
Yeah, he's not going to be back.
Hodges is ready to fly elsewhere.
Oh, I mean, whatever.
So that's
I guess we'll always find a third string QB, right? Like we can't think that way either. We can't think, oh well, these two are going to be out. So what about our third? Yeah, like we do want to be, but I mean, 2019 was such a fluke year where we had to dig into our third and fourth string quarterbacks.
Yeah, and that's why to this day I still look at Mason as like a third string quarterback, even though he was a second string. But it's like it was just a fuck of a year.
Yeah, I mean, so many like fluke things happen. You ask this guy to go in there and just pick up where Ben left off. It's a little unfair.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, there's an ambulance coming down my road right now.
Come and pump your stomach.
Yeah, drank too much red wine. Come put this IV in my arm for me, would you?
And pump me full of more wine.
Yeah. I have a wine bag here. Just put it on the IV stand for me, bud. Slap the bag, buddy. All right. Well, that's Pittsburgh sports in a nutshell. You guys want to get the fuck out of here, or what's good?
The Pirates just traded Musgrove for 4 people.
Yeah,
5
man.
people in a 3-team trade.
Baseball
Yeah.
season's right around the corner. Crazy.
Another Pittsburgh sport to get disappointed about.
Yeah, no shit, especially considering it looks like the rebuild is in full effect, which is great news because that's what needed to happen to blow it up and rebuild it. But it's going to be a few years before the Pirates are any decent at baseball.
Feel like I've been saying that since 2005.
They're always rebuilding.
I retweeted a tweet the
Building
other
on the
day.
rebuilding.
It was like the reasons I'm watching Pirate baseball this year, and it's just Cabrian Hayes. That's it.
Yep. And Quinn Priester.
Yes.
Dude.
Musgrove, dude, the Padres are about to be good.
Quinn Priester was just named like, what was it, like a top 4 Pirates prospect?
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that they've got like 4 of them in the top 100. So it's a perfect time to trade them away for picks and say we're rebuilding.
Yep.
It's like we're trading away picks and like good people, or not now, but they've always just traded away something of value for a 16-year-old junior in high school. Like, come on. That's not rebuilding.
Come on. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not, because then we just fucking trade them again and get nothing.
Right.
Right? They never actually come into fruition.
No,
And-
until they're traded away to the Rays, and then they go on a World Series run, and yeah,
But it's a small market issue.
the Padres are a small market, and they're about to fucking flourish.
Yeah, but they have a big market mentality.
Pirates could too. Whatever. Let's get the fuck out of here.
In a perfect world. Yeah, the
Go
Penguins
watch-
are already down.
Yeah, let's go watch the Penguins get shellacked by the Capitals. Podcast 165, Yinzertainment.com. That's the website. Go there for the links to the podcast and the social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Yinz Daily, YINZ Daily. The links to the podcast. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you find a fucking podcast. We're up in that bitch. Back next week, more hockey talk, maybe more football talk. We'll see. Pittsburgh sports.
Happy, what was it? Happy birthday, Mac Miller?
And MLK.
No, his birthday was Friday.
I know. Happy MLK Day.
People forget
yeah.
that. People think MLK Day is his birthday. False.
It's not. It's not. It's false.
Yo, your boy Kasperi Kapanen he's playing.
Fucking right, bud.
Damn.
Yeah, but happy birthday, Mac Miller. Pour one out today. I'm gonna pour this red wine out on my carpet for you, my white carpet, all for you.
I'm
In your
gonna
name.
keep some incredibly dope shit for him
Roll a couple spliffs, perhaps.
with the Nikes on my feet.
Ad Lib and Mac Miller, we're out of here next week. We'll be back.
Those spliffs give me the spins.
What was that? Who's that at my door?
Knock, knock, dude.